About 2 days ago in this forum, I did explain that Raila Odinga was in Uganda for 2 reasons: to lobby for his candidature as African Union Commission's chair, and the second reason was to broker a truce between William Ruto and Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And some of our fans here never believed on that second point, but it's now coming out very clearly, as corroborated by NTV, that indeed Raila was in Uganda to broker a truce between Museveni and Ruto. Listen to this before we continue.
Na mtazamaji, imebainika kuwa ilichukua kiongozi wa upinzani Raila Odinga kuingilia kati na kumwezesha Rais William Ruto kusafiri kuelekea Uganda kutatua uhasama kati yake na Rais wa Uganda Yoweri Kaguta Museveni mbele ya Odinga. Rais Ruto na mwenzake wa Uganda Museveni wamekuwa na uhasama kuhusiana na mvutano unaohusishwa na biashara ya mafuta kati ya Kenya na Uganda. Mwanahabari wetu wa masuala ya siasa Vincent Odur anaeleza tena kwa kina.
Sasa Rais William Ruto, Rais wa Uganda Yoweri Museveni na kinara wa Azimio Raila Odinga wakiwa nyumbani mashambani mwa Rais Museveni Kisozi nchini Uganda zimezua gumzo tele nchini Kenya. NTV imebaini kuwa baada ya Odinga kuhudhuria mazishi ya Rais wa Namibia Hage Geingob, alimtembelea Museveni nchini Uganda. Na ni hapo ndipo Rais Ruto aliamua kutumia fursa hiyo kutaka kutuliza ugomvi ulioko kati yake na Museveni na kuamua kuelekea nyumbani mwa Museveni baada ya Odinga kutuliza hali kwanza. NTV imefahamishwa kuwa ajenda kuu waliojadili ni mvutano uliopo kuhusiana na hatua ya Kenya kunyima kampuni ya mafuta ya kitaifa ya Uganda leseni kutumia bomba la mafuta la Kenya. Upande wa rais ulidai kuwa walizungumzia pia azma ya Odinga kutaka kuwa mwenyekiti wa tume ya Umoja wa Afrika AU, msimamo waliodokezea Jumanne alipokuwa kaunti ya Homa Bay.
Niliwaambia tutapanga maneno kabisa na hakuna mtu atakuwa loser kwa hii kitu. Tutapanga ndio kila mtu apate kasehemu kidogo ndio tuende mbele.
Hatua ya Uganda mwaka uliopita kuchuja Kenya kutoka kwa mpango wake mpya wa kuagiza mafuta uliongeza uhasama kati ya Museveni na Ruto. Uamuzi huo ulikadiriwa kuifanya Kenya kupoteza takriban shilingi bilioni 14 ambazo imekuwa ikipata kwa kushughulikia mafuta ya Uganda kila mwaka.
You do not win by making others lose. We want a win-win outcome for all of us. We all want to be winners because those in the opposition must mean well for Kenya. Those in government must mean well for Kenya.
That's an information William Ruto and his team will work very hard to conceal. But nonetheless, the truth is out. Raila brokered a truce between Ruto and Museveni. What does that show of Raila Odinga? If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe in order not to miss our next video. Let's continue. The brokering of that truce shows Raila's potential as a possible African Union Commission's chair. He is up to that task because as the Commission's chair, one of his mandate will be to bring Africa together. He has already started showing that he's up to that task by bringing Ruto and Museveni together. We know that Ruto has stepped on so many toes in Africa, but Raila is just proving that if he wins that seat, then he'll bring these warring leaders together. Secondly, the mere fact that Raila brought Ruto and Museveni together shows that his influence extends across Africa. African leaders respect him and see him as a Pan-Africanist, somebody worth being respected. And that's why Museveni could allow Raila Odinga to mediate between him and William Ruto. Raila's friends across Africa, in South Africa, in Zambia, in Tanzania, in DRC. This is a man with networks across the continent. And the mere fact that Ruto has stepped on so many toes, and now Raila Odinga has to broker a truce between him and Museveni, what does that also show of Ruto as the lead campaigner for Raila Odinga? I honestly believe that Ruto, being the person campaigning or selling Raila across Africa, can work against Raila Odinga. And the reason is very simple and very clear. Ruto does not enjoy some good rapport with some of these African leaders. So now that is the person pushing for Raila's candidature that can thwart Raila's chances of winning that seat. But nonetheless, that was the only option, because for you to contest for that seat, then you must be nominated by a member state, one state or one government in Africa. And clearly, no country could nominate Raila Odinga, because in the event South Africa or Uganda or Tanzania nominated Raila Odinga, then that was going to be an open spat, an open diplomatic spat between that country that has nominated Raila Odinga and Kenya. So it's Kenya that had to nominate Raila Odinga. But the consequences of that are also dire, and I honestly believe that Raila Odinga and his team put all those measures in place before Raila sought for that position of African Union Commission's chair. And above all, as I conclude, it's coming out very clearly that William Ruto is very, very incompetent. In the over 1 year, 6 months he has been in power, he has lowered the value of Kenya in the continent and also globally. We are now being seen as a joking state. And I'm saying that based on some remarks William Ruto has been making, which is yet to fulfill. At one point, he wants a strong African currency. The next day, he's pressing the dollar. Most of his cabinet secretaries are loose tongues who just talks without looking at the bigger picture. So it's a fact that for the time Ruto has been the president, he has lowered our value as a sovereign state. Kenya is being seen as an apologist to the West, to the Western superpowers. So our value as a country has come down. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But it's now very clear that the African Union Commission's chair's post is getting more attraction. We wish Raila Odinga all the best as he battles it out for that post, because personally, from my seat, Raila is the person best suited for that position more than any other person, maybe in East or Central or West Africa. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis.